Now today I'm going to be making up a sausage tomato pasta. Now I'm going to be using Toulouse sausages and Spanish chorizo. So you've got lovely sausage sort of flavours mixed up with a homemade tomato sauce. You bring it all together with the pasta and you've got something wonderful to serve up. So what I want to do first of all, go through the ingredients and then we get on with the cooking. So just to go through the ingredients, now I've got my sausages on the plate there. I've got 6 of these ones called Toulouse sausages. Now I chose these ones, they got smoked bacon, you've got garlic and parsley and a little bit of French mullet wine in there. So I imagine they're going to be nice sausages, but go and choose the ones you want. I'm going to use 6 and I'll probably chop them into about thirds. This one, chorizo, or chorizo as you might pronounce it. Peel the skin back, slice it down, fry them with the other sausage, get a really nice flavour out of that. Then you've got a couple of cloves of garlic, so chop those down, add them in with the sausages, sort of fry them up. Once the sausage is just about cooked, I'm going to add some red wine. So carry the theme along from the sausages, a little bit into the sauce. Now, just use a wine that you would actually drink. Don't use some horrible wine. I'm going to use red wine. You could use a little bit of white, or you can just leave the wine out if you haven't got it or you don't drink. A little bit of olive oil, because I'm going to use that for frying off the sausages. A couple of cans of chopped tomatoes. Also, a tablespoon, that's the big spoon, of sugar, just to take the acidity out of, the tomato sauce. Salt and pepper seasoning. 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and probably about 1 teaspoon of oregano. I'll just sprinkle that towards the end. Now also just thicken up the sauce a little bit. Got some tomato puree, so give it a splodge of that. Broccoli. Now I'm probably going to steam that separately and I'll just add it in. It's nice to have a little bit of veg with your pasta sometimes. Now the pasta I'm going to use is this one, rigatoni. You could use penne as an alternative. I've chosen this one because it's like a cylindrical shape, so it's like a tube, and we're going to be mixing this with the sausage and tomato mixture, and some of the sort of mixture is going to go inside, make it extra delicious. And then really just finally going to finish it off with some Parmesan cheese. So grate some of that as you're serving it up. So there's all the ingredients. Now what I'm going to do is just chop my sausages up into thirds, go over to the hob, get on with the cooking. So I've come over to the hob, going to get on with the cooking. Now I've got all my ingredients laid out, all prepared. So I've chopped and sliced the sausage, same with the garlic, so it's all ready to go. Now what we're going to do is start off with some olive oil in the pan and just bring it up to heat. I'd probably say to start with, get it on about a medium heat, because what you want to get is a little bit of colour on the sausages really. Now the pan's just come up to heat, so I'm going to put the sausages in there. All that chorizo. Just try and spread them out so they're all in the oil really. Just try and get a bit of colour. And the colour of the oil is going to change because the chorizo gives it a beautiful colour. So I've been cooking the sausages and chorizo 8-9 minutes. Got a little bit of colour on it. And what I'm going to do is just turn the heat up a little bit. I'm going to pop the garlic in there. And also I'm going to pop a teaspoon of paprika. Just give that all a quick mix around. What you don't want to do is burn the garlic though. Probably leave that about a minute and then I'm going to go straight in with the red wine. That's it, I'm just going to go in with the wine. Again, just turn the heat up, sort of bring it almost like to the boil really, because what you're going to do is burn off the alcohol and leave the flavours of the wine. Just bring that into shot. It doesn't know, just give it a quick move around. So I'll leave that to reduce down. So I've left that to reduce down, and that's reduced down quite nicely. So just get it until you've got a really nice, rich looking sauce, and that's going to be a beautiful basis for the tomato. Now, What I'm going to do next is put in the cans of tomatoes, 2 of those, and I'll just rinse those out, put a little tiny bit of water in there. That's it, just to get it all out there. Lovely. Again, I'm going to put some tomato puree in there. Good splodge of that. Give that a quick stir around. Now probably need to turn the heat up, because when you put cold ingredients sometimes you need to bring the heat up, get it going again, and then you can obviously turn it down. Now I'm going to put the sugar in there, say 1 tablespoon, but you can always do that to taste. You can put a little bit less in if you're not sure, and then add a bit more, it's up to you. So that's all mixed around. So now we just brought the mixture up to a boil. What you want to do is turn it down. We're going to put it on a simmer and then pop a lid on it. Now what I will do is just put a little bit of salt and pepper seasoning. That's it. Put the lid on there, and what I'd say is now and again just come and give it the occasional sort of mix around, you know, stir it around gently, and you want to be cooking for at least half an hour, I would say, probably a little bit longer, until the sauce has really nice and thickened up. And obviously, you know, during the cooking time you can always taste a little bit and sort of think, does it need a little bit of salt, or does it need a little bit more sugar, or, you know, it's up to you. So give it half an hour, maybe a bit longer, and stir it occasionally. Now I've been simmering away for half an hour, so I've been giving it the occasional stir, just to sort of move it around like that. And you can see the sauce just starting to thicken up. I do want it a little bit thicker than that, so I will carry on cooking, and I might cook for the last 10 minutes with a lid off, just to sort of thicken it up slightly more, a little bit quicker. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to taste it at this point and see how it is. Just get a bit of that sauce. Because, you know, until you get the sauce right, you don't want to put your pasta in there and serve it up. Let me just try that. Really nice deep flavour. I think only for my taste, I am going to add just a little bit more sugar, but you don't have to. You know, you might like it like that, but just probably about another half a tablespoon. So like a teaspoon more if you like. Give that a quick mix, and what I'll do is just turn the heat up a little bit, just gently get it bubbling, and just thicken it up, probably about another 10 minutes or so. Now whilst we're waiting for that sauce to thicken up slightly, no lid, 10-15 minutes, what I'm going to do is get on with the pasta. Now I've got some boiling water there, going to put some salt in. And then I'm going to go straight in with the pasta. Now go by your instructions. This one says 13 to 15 minutes, so I'll probably do it for maybe 12 minutes, because when I put it in the sort of mixture here, it's still going to be hot and I don't want it to be overcooked. So probably 12 minutes, I'll try one just to get it close to being cooked. So wait for that to come up to the boil again, give it a stir around, put your timer on. Now I've been cooking the pasta. I actually left mine for 13 minutes. I tried one at 12 and it wasn't quite done. I reckon it's done now. Let me try that. Whoa, hot. Almost, so that's good. It's almost done. Now what I'm going to do is switch that off. And in fact I can switch the sauce off as well, because if you look at the sauce, that's thickened up nicely. Look at that. That is going to be a beautiful flavour on that pasta. Now I'm going to go and drain the pasta. Once I've drained it, then I'm going to put it in this pot, mix it around with all that sauce and the sausage and you've got something lovely to serve up. So let's go and drain the pasta off. So I've drained that pasta off, and what we can do, just pop that all in there. Get a couple of spoons, just mix it around. And if you want to put the oregano on it, which I will do, but I'll do that when I get to the table. So I'm just going to bring mine over to the table. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put some oregano on there. And give it a mix. Give it a mix of all that sauce. Just keep working the sauce, grabbing the sauce until you've got it all mixed over everything. Now I'm just going to serve mine up. Now I've still got that broccoli. I could add it afterwards, but I think what I'm going to do is just put it in the mix. Just give it a quick stir. I know you can't see it, but I'm doing it. Just moving it all around a little bit. You just get a little bit of flavour on what is ultimately a bit of plain broccoli. Right, now I'm going to serve that up now. Let's have some of this here. Oh yeah. Look at all that sauce stuck to all that beautiful pasta. Let's make sure we get a bit of the sausage, the chorizo. Let's find some chorizo. Oh, yeah. Look at that, looking good. Better have another bit of broccoli because didn't get much. Now let's just try that after I put a bit of Parmesan cheese on it. Let's just grab a little bit of that pasta. See how that is with that sauce? That sauce is lovely. It's all stuck to the pasta inside out. Really lovely flavour, that sauce. Let me try a little bit of this sausage sitting there. That Toulouse sausage is lovely, absolutely lovely. Nice depth of flavour. Got the garlicky flavour coming through. A little bit from that wine. That is really nice. This is a delicious pasta dish, and it's not that difficult to do, so I'd give it a go. Thanks for watching my videos. I'll see you on the next one from the original Naked Chef. Gorgeous.